How we doing?
I think prior to game three, you talked about kind of the hits that they were doing on Dort to get him away from Jamal. Is there a way to counter that heading into game four?
The screening?
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing we're not used to. You know what I mean? So the answer is yes. Teams make a priority to try to get Lou off of their guy for obvious reasons. We see that almost every night. There's different ways teams try to do that. Denver shifted to more like off-ball stuff last game to try to do that, but we switched some of them depending on who else is involved. And Lou pursues some of them, you know, so we can cover with the big a little bit. So there's solutions we have. This is nothing new. And it's obviously a priority for Denver. So it's a priority for us defensively.
Mark, you mentioned fundamentals a lot yesterday. I think many people would assume that professionals have fundamentals down, like they're maybe beyond fundamentals. Like when you say fundamentals, what are you thinking of, and why do you think that got lost so late in the game?
I wouldn't say it got lost. Like I said yesterday, it was 7 out of 10 probably. It just wasn't up to the level of that game, to win that game. But I mean, if you watch a basketball game, choose a possession of any playoff game right now, and you're going to see coverage communication on defense. You're going to see individual defense. You're going to see help defense. Those to us are fundamentals. Offensively, you're going to see some sort of organization happening, some sort of execution of either screening or an action, and then players making quick decisions once the advantage is created. So those are the things. When we draft Nikola Topic, that's the stuff he's working on right now, and we try to layer that into our development program, and we try to emphasize it through the season because at the end of the day, that's what these games usually come down to. There's also schemes, there's also lineups, there's other adjustments you can make, but if you look at the really good teams, it's because they're really good at the very basic things, and we want to make sure that we're taking care of that after every game, regardless of outcome.
Coach, what's the biggest challenge for you, your staff, and your team playing this game on short rest, a day game?
No different than Denver is how we look at it. It's the same time for them. It's the same rest for them. Neither team is at an advantage or disadvantage with that. So, we really don't think about it. It's an equal playing field today for both teams.
Mark, I know with the roster, a lot of people are talking about experience or comparative lack thereof on the other side, but with the staff, like, how are you viewing? I know this is like your fourth playoff series with the staff. Are you sort of viewing it the same way in terms of growth and experience?
I mean, we try to grow and evolve with every experience we have, whether that's our coaching staff, our players. But in terms of Denver's experience, I mean, this is a great opportunity for us. We're going against a team that has a lot of pride. They have a lot of continuity. They're a tough out. They're really competitive. And if you want to be really good, you have to conquer these types of challenges. And so we have a team that is ambitious and understands that. Nobody in that locker room is shrinking from the challenges that we have faced or will face today or will face moving forward. We see this as a great opportunity for us. It's a great test of our own conviction. It's a test of our connectedness, our competitiveness, all the things that you got to have to be a great team. And so I'm looking forward to seeing how we play today.
Mark, I think through 3 games, Nikola Jokic is a negative assist-to-turnover ratio. You guys have obviously thrown a lot at him, but just in terms of kind of limiting his effectiveness at being kind of that offensive hub for them, what do you feel like has been really successful there through 3 games?
Well, it's a tall task. He's a great player, but I do think it speaks to what the playoffs are. The playoffs are not about ease or comfort or convenience for anybody. And you're seeing the way that he struggled early in the series, the way Shea struggled early in the series, and it's just a testament to what the playoffs are. The playoffs are your ability to endure and your ability to overcome and your ability to be mentally tough, throw your punches. He threw punches. He had 42 in the first game, so he's doing just fine. And Shea had 34 in game 2. They're both there, but you have to be able to take punches too. I mean, there's no player, no team that just coasts through the NBA playoffs. That's the nature of it. That's why everybody enjoys it so much. And today's a new challenge. Today's a new fight.
Coach Allen, related to when
what he saw from Jokic and Murray when they were younger, pursuing that championship, and he's talked about how sort of the experience thing in the postseason is sort of overrated in a sense, and he said he sees very lots of similarities in what he sees from Shea and Jalen Williams. What does that mean coming from someone who's obviously been there, you know, championship run and all that? Like hearing something like that, how valuable is that?
I mean, experience narrative is something that we don't have any control over. You know, at the end of the day, we are where we are. We've played the games we've played. We haven't played the games we haven't played. And it's more about, you know, how you go out there and you compete in every challenge that's right in front of you. So it's really not something we think about, talk about. We just talk about, you know, doing the best we can to play our best game in the game that's right in front of us. So all of our focus is on playing our best game in game 4. You know, going into this game and throwing our best punch, and then we'll learn from it and we'll prepare for game 5.
Anybody else? Thank you, Coach.